Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy, the Mana Shark here, and today we're going to be playing some ranked drafts for War of the Spark. A format that I've struggled with a little bit, but had some decent success. But ultimately, actually having put down Arena for a little bit while I was focusing on work. Now I'm just happy to be back playing Magic. I'll play the format, not ecstatic about it, but there have been some pretty cool moments. I do tend to fall into certain traps, so let's just try to avoid those and do well this draft. Let's 5,000 gold. Literally any of these rewards are good. Obviously, 7 wins is amazing. But yeah, if we go 4 and 3, that's fine for me. Let's see how we do though. All right. So we got a Domri, Anarch of Bolas, pretty solid rare to start off things, and a Vizier of the Scorpion. Vizier being, one of the better. I would say one of the better uncommons. It generates a death touching body, and also is a body itself that has some stuff going on. But Domri is also really good. I would imagine Domri is just a better card, and that because it's 2 colors, you don't want to be because it's more powerful in this. I would take it. That has 2 colors, and in the pack we also have Pollen-Bright Druid, Centaur Nurturer that can come back around if we're in green-red. I do end up in this green-red trap a lot though, so I have to be very wary and not to dive right into it, but I'll take it and see how things go. So this pack we have a Bloom Hulk, which is pretty solid common, Trusted Pegasus, Pollen-Bright Druid, and Augur I'm not a huge fan of. I love it conceptually. It doesn't work. There are some decks that it's good in, but yeah, not a card looking to pick super early. Normally the pick would be Trusted Pegasus probably, but Bloom Hulk in the in Domri colors seems great, so let's pick that up. And all right, we could grab a second Bloom Hulk, which would be nice, or we can grab. That's really it. Bloom Hulk. Turd Ogre is okay, and everything else is fairly mediocre. Teo is abysmal. So around 2 Bloom Hulks right here. I actually don't get to draft the Bloom Hulks too often. Now we have Bond of Flourishing, a very okay card. Kira's Dam Breaker, a card that I way overrated. Stinger, Invader, very mediocre pack here. Bond of Flourishing, I'd rather just play Stinger, a mediocre body, but and now we have a Crunch Wrangler, which combos really well with Bloom Hulk, and I'm down. We did a Divine, the arrow thing, but I like these colors. Snare Spinner is pretty decent. Crocodile's pretty blah. Steady Aim is pretty okay. And everything else is abysmal. So let's just take this Snare Spinner. Maybe we play it main, maybe side it. Oh wait, this is best of 1. We can't even side it. Bolt Bend. Change target of a spell or ability. I don't think the removal in this set is quite that good for Bolt Bend. So we could just play Gateway Plaza and be this, green has access to just turn into this super colorful deck. So let's just keep our options open with that. Vivian's Grizzly, solid pickup. All pretty bad. Dread Mulligan's, it can be. I've seen it be pretty decent, but usually it's pretty bad. Grab a crummy Stinger. And Soren's Thirst is the best card in here. We'll take it. And yeah, nothing. We'll just grab another black card. And I'm not going to play a Grazer. I'd rather choke on my own sock. All right, so now we have Samnit, Tyrant Smasher, pretty solid. Band Together, Centaur Nurturer, Mobilized District, which I'm not, like, obviously it's great in that it's a decent card that doesn't actually take up like your slots because it's land. But that being said, I don't know if I'm like that sold on it. Like I think it's probably better than most of the things, but I really like Samet. I guess Samet, you know, we are in green already, probably green red, and Samet's just really strong in those colors, right? Giving your creatures haste, pumping them up. It hits for a lot, and we have 2 ways to proliferate it. Mobilized District doesn't take up the land slot, though. What a predicament. You know, I'm going to go and on a limb and say Mobilized District is the best pick for our deck. Is that correct? No. Yeah, Mobilized District's the best card. I don't want to be... Like, the other things are fun, but I'd rather be playing Mobilized, like everything else, but Mobilized District is what we want to be doing. We haven't picked a second color yet, so Aven Eternal is an option. We have Pollen Bright Druid and Kiora. And Rescuer Sphinx. We could go green-blue. Pollen Bright Druid does kind of work well with some of the stuff we have going, which I like a lot. Pack 2 is never great for signals. That being said, like, yeah, Kiora is a good playable. I think it's better than Pollen Bright Druid. Let's pick up Kiora. I'm not big on the Pack 2 signals here, because the fact is this is only one Pack 3 pass, and if somehow, like, if we get a blue card again coming around, we'll consider it. Centaur Nurturer, Thunder Drake. Take the Nurturer, it's on our colors, and Narset, not what we want. Rescuer Sphinx, Wrangler. We could take a Wrangler, just have a very solid curve. All right, Forced Landing. Without a sideboard, Forced Landing is not really that good. I'd imagine. We can play it, though. Guild Globe is not the best way to do it, but it gives us access to other colors. And Crocodile's pretty abysmal. Dovriel's pretty dope. Like, pretty strong card. We did get a late Soren's Thirst. I'll pick up the Dovriel, and we'll see how it goes. Crawl Rancher again, sure. Pollen Bright Druid, we'll take that. We want some chunkier stuff. Vivian Grizzly, okay. Courage and Crisis, not a great card, but it helps pin our deck together, makes some bigger dudes, and gives us stuff to proliferate. And some of our guys are kind of small if they're not sequenced well, so I like it. Silverwing is pretty bad. They're all pretty bad. Well, Storm the Citadel. That seems pretty mediocre. Destroy target art. Yeah, maybe it's not that bad. I mean, we've played Overrun before in sets. Are we going that wide? Not really, no. Yeah, let's go Iron Bully. Bully Boy. Neoform. I don't think I'm ever going to be playing a Neoform, but I'll take it for the collection. Why not? And we don't really care about the other things. The real Shadow Fugue is actually not that bad, but at this point, I don't know I guess we're still open to black. Would we play Crocodile if we got it? Honestly, maybe just because we have 3 Crunch Wranglers. Alright. Awakening the Vitu-Ghazi is freaking amazing. Vraska's pretty darn good. Band Together is pretty darn good. We're going to take Awakening Vitu-Ghazi. And a Bloomhulk came around. Raptor if we were in white. The black we've been poking around with allows us to tap Reaper. Let's take the Bloomhulk here. Now we have Pollen Bright Druid, Mawu, and Vivian's Grizzly. We have ways to put counters on Mawu. A little. I've seen some pretty gross stuff happen with Mawu, but that was such a small minority. I do want to try it out because I have gotten egged on it by it before. Here, let's see what our curve looks like. I guess Davriel. So we could play Mawu, and we would have Pollen Bright Druid and what other ways? And Iron Bully to put counters on it, and Courage and Crisis. That's 3 ways to put counters on it. Or second Pollen Bright Druid, which I think I'd rather take. If Mawu somehow comes around, we'll happily snag it up. Thundering Sartalk's pretty okay. And wow, this is so weird. We were just mono-greening it with a splash of Davriel and Domri. Okay, Rioters is pretty solid. Greatest power among creatures you control. Yeah, I think that's good. We could stag that. Or Death Sprout, destroy a creature, search for a basic land. And that would keep us in the black route of things. And there's a Soren's Thirst Crunch Wrangler. Can we stay? Let's see, we have Nurture to get us red. That's about it. Soriana is maybe not as amazing. This is double black Death Sprout. That's a pretty tough splash. If we had more Nurturers, I would be down for it. But yeah, I guess we'll have to look at either Crunch Wrangler or Stinger. I'm gonna go with the Wrangler. Just curves really well. Our curves nice and low. Band Together, fantastic removal spell. And we're not playing any of these things. Grizzly, okay. Wow, so many Grizzlies. Perhaps we're overrating green. I don't know. It just seemed like it was pretty wide. All right, so let's make some cuts here. Snare Spinner is probably gone. Stinger's like a mediocre body. Let's take all of them out first and then edge some back in. Where's the Gale Crocodile? Goodbye. All right. In 1, in 2. And Iron Bully is pretty okay. We have some proliferating stuff going on for it. We can take out a Croc and take out... If we just take out Davriel, like, I'm happy with our deck. But I think in a slower matchup, Davriel can mean game. New Horizons lets us ramp and put a counter on something, which is nice. In a deck with 3 Bloomhulks. So I'm actually not, upset with that. I think I actually kind of want to keep it, and instead we can... Maybe that's better than the Iron Bully. Iron Bully is pretty underwhelming a lot of times. Yeah. Or Vivian's Grizzly. No, I really like Vivian's Grizzly. That card has done wonders for me so far. And so we have 4 red sources for 2 red cards. Not actually Rioters. Rioters is pretty inconsistent. We have 2 red cards and a black card. What the ultimate green move is to play all these, right? I don't think Rebel Rioters is worth splashing as much as Domri. Oh, but we also have New Horizons. So 2 red cards, 4, and 3, and 1, 2. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's just roll with it. We're rocking a fairly greedy deck. Mono green Jund, if you will. And roll into our round 1 opponent, Crater. He lives in a crater. All right, yeah, this hand seems pretty decent. Turn 2, Crunch Wrangler. Turn 3, Pollen Bright or New Horizons, depending on where it draws. I'm down to keep it. If we hit a land, we're in, you know, good standing. This is, of course, I always do like an unrecorded run and then like destroy, and then I'm like, damn, I wish I recorded that, and then I record something, and then it's never quite as good. The last one, I think I got 6 wins. So yeah, Crunch Wrangler. If we don't hit a land, we're not as happy. All right, Vizier Scorpion. And he's going to smash in. Nope. All right, do we play a second Crunch Wrangler? Yeah. And I'm down to just, like, band together, knock out his Amass dude at some point. Yes, I didn't read it the first time properly. I thought it was, like, fighting. I'm like, gross, and it's like, no, it's dealing damage equal to power. Like, that's fantastic. All right, eat 5, no problem. Darn it. Okay. Let's just play a 2/2. Let's make it on itself. Ooh. He plays a Relentless Advance for an 8/8. Oh my god. And I am not drawing lands. Like, this, you know, band together would literally save my day, but now it's just too late. But we'll do our best. New Horizons. So we're going to have to chump this. If we New Horizons, next turn we can have 3. We still won't have enough power. Right? Yeah, we'll just chump and... All right, so what's going to be our chump blocker? Should probably just make it a Crunch Wrangler as the chump blocker. No, it has the potential to get bigger. So we'll just load up. So this is blocking. I guess we leave all the guys back to block. And if we untap, play Kiora, untap this for, yeah, it's 3. Now develop the Kiora and play Pollen Bright. I don't know. This turn I think we'll chump with a Crunch, and then next turn play, no, we'll chump block with the Pollen Bright. Okay. So now if we played Kiora, we could do Kiora, untap this, and then we get 4 mana for another play, like a Bloomhole to draw a card, chump block. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Play into our outs here. Stack the triggers so that the Wranglers, yeah, trigger first. And then we proliferate. And now we could actually double block this guy, which is better than chump blade. No, you could kill both of them. So maybe it is better to just. Yeah, I mean, double blocking does. It's riskier to do band together, but it seems like that might have to be the best way. And this is why you don't play your stupid 0-3s. I think I'm down to just chump. Oh, okay. All right. So in this case, we could go Pollen Bright, Bloomhulk plus band together, I think. That seems good. Let's do it. Draw a card. Pump our boys. Proliferate everything that we have. Untap our Forest that taps for 2 mana. 4. And now we can band together. Destroying your dude. And all of a sudden we're in a commanding position here where we can chomp his face for a decent amount. We have to hold back 1 blocker. 2 blockers. But yeah, we're in a solid spot here. It went from being absolutely back against the wall. Now, if he attacks a Shriek Diver, that's 1 less blocker. These guys have trample and are pretty big. Yeah, Kiora's been clutch. Oh my god. Ooh, Vivian's arc-bowing away. This guy? Wow. Alright, that's a good draw. Nurture is just what the doctor ordered. Our opponent still has, yes, it has 2 more times a Shriek Diver. Ooh, but we could kill it with Domri. And we could gain some life. Do we have any guys that, like... Alright, let's play Domri. Pump our guys up. And then... Let's see, if we smash all in... We can make it so that if he'll lose a Centaur, and then if he blocks a Bloomhulk to save 2 Bloomhulks to save the most damage, he takes 15. Yeah. Alright, target creature you control fights target. Have Bloomhulk fight Nurturer. Got a guy off the board. Play Pollen Bright Druid. We're gonna proliferate. Submit. Next. Have all of them come in. For a gazillion damage, you take 17. I like it. And that is how you win a game off 2 lands, my friends. Keep a fairly reasonable hand. And just rip gas. In exactly the context you're thinking of. Oh, I should probably, like, check my quests. Fix them real quick. Reroll this one. Nope. Okay. On to round 2. Against Lore Master 14. Seems like an average hand for our deck. I'm happy to keep it. Hopefully we draw some action, like a bloom giant dude. And that would be a great curve. And Wrangler into Bloom Tender? Bloom guy. That's his name. He's got up his own Pollen Bright. If he attacks, should I trade? I'm inclined to just take it. Our creature scales really well. His does a little bit as well. But ours was a natural scaling. But he uses Band Together to knock it out. No worries. We have Vivian's Grizzly. And Grizzly blocks this very, very well. Unless, of course, he proliferates. Or gives it Menace. That happens as well. And he is in a weird spot where, okay, he attacks. He makes a 2/2. And then Vivian's Grizzly can attack Angrath, and either he jumps and he doesn't take it. And either way, like, it basically takes away an activation from Angrath. So we're going to make this attack here. Like, you want to take it because by blocking here, he doesn't have a zombie to attack with next turn. Because the new one he makes will have Summoning Sickness. So yeah, we're going to drop a Forest. And we either play Crunch Wrangler plus Pollen Bright or just Grizzly. He's going to make another 2/2. Normally I'd go, like, when in doubt, the more efficient play here. Well, next turn I will go Ward Scale Crocodile. So maybe that is an argument for Wrangler. And do I make a 2/2 Pollen Bright? Yeah, no need to be greedy. We'll just play a 2/2. Oh wait, actually I could put a counter on another thing. Make it like a 3/2 Crunch Wrangler. Nah, I'll put a counter on itself. So Lore Master taking his sweet time. And we'll eat the 2. We're not under any immense pressure or anything. Sorry if the audio changes, just fixing something. We got Charity Extractor. I love the name. Quite the booty. Now Angrath just sits around laughing at us. So we can play Ward Scale Crocodile and make a and set up like this to attack next turn through his 1/5. And actually, so we play this. If we attack with any of these guys, he can block fairly well. Like, I'm all down to get rid of the Angrath and just poke it off the table, but not suicidally like this. Even if we swing with our 2/3, he can double block here. Like, we can get this off the table. It's just not worth trading one of our dudes off for. So I'll just pass turn. Next turn we'll chomp with a 5/3 and destroy some of his board. There's a 4/5. Okay. Railbelt Riders becomes a 5/4. That's a nice hasty threat. Yeah, we could send him right in there. Grace power among creatures you control. Should we put it kill Angrath? I'm down to get rid of his menace. Either way, I expect him to block in some capacity. If he wants to trade his 4/5, that's cool with me. Because it's a 0/4 if Crocodile dies, so I'm cool with that. Okay. He did get card advantage in that this replaced itself. All right, dies gets a 3/2, a 2/2. Prismite. Okay. So now we have 6 lands. Yeah, our attacks kind of suck. If we attack with Ward Scale Crocodile, he'll just block, and a little bit of a mess. I'm down to just play Nurturer, the more expensive play. With the intent on next turn playing Grizzly plus being able to activate it. Alright, so we're going to drop a Swamp. Play the Grizzly. And pass turn. Now, if we're just going to stay in the stalling thing, he has the advantage of Menace, which is really good if, like, he just amasses such a board. But we have Grizzly, which is a card advantage machine. We have 2 of them. And they're not really, like, amazing kill targets, but we can make them. Look, we just drew a card. Another Grizzly. So yeah, we're just like we have a slight advantage in the Drago situation at this point. If we had ways to make our Wrangler bigger, we'll be in good shape. There we go, Bloom Hulk. That's what he's called. Drop him like he's hot. Proliferate our 2 dudes. Now we have 5/4. I kind of like this Drago situation. If I attack the 5/4, he could like do like a double block with these guys, kill it. I kill this, and it doesn't really advance us anywhere. So I'm down to continue to chill back and wait and just keep Vivian Grizzlying for a little while. If he draws a Planeswalker, though, we are toast. That's for sure. Because Planeswalkers ultimately win board stalls. When it comes to, like, they will get their value. I guess it's important to mention, if either of us draw a Planeswalker that can plus and minus and, like, actually, not like Angrath where you use them twice pretty much and that's it. And sure he has a static ability. But like the Planeswalkers like Domri that have a plus and have a minus, or the traditional ones that have like the ultimate, those thrive in these sort of board states. All right, Courage and Crisis. Sweet, another Bloom Hulk. Our board just keeps getting scarier and scarier. Now Wrangler's a 7/6. So 7/6 is just big enough that he can deal to double blocks here. I think I'm down to send him in. Send him at our opponent. Poke him in the face a little. And he has been poked. So maybe 2 drops we could draw. Yeah. Let's do that. All right. So, what are you up to, girl? Swinging with a 3-2. I'll happily block that in some fashion. Yeah, let's double block it like so. And if he has a combat trick, okay, he's got nothing. Oh, good play, good play. I forgot this card exists. It's a very solid card. You know, just blew up a Hulk. But I draw another one because I'm a pro. Esports. Look at this girth of a 9/8. Do we send everything at him? It's not a good chunk. Let's do this. I don't know, maybe alphaing would be the good play. I'm cool trading off board and stuff, knowing that I have a 9/8 that he really can't deal with. Okay. Good game. Lore Master. Get curved out by a bunch of commons. And then we're on to bronze 1 because we're great. I've gotten mythic and constructed, but not limited quite yet. In whatchamadoozit, the previous draft format, I think I got to platinum. But I just don't draft that much. I was able to collect like the whole set for the most part, minus a couple of mythics, simply just from drafting, spending like the $100 on gems and, you know, having fun drafting and all that. But like, I feel like you need to draft even more than that, or just be really, really good, to make it to mythic through draft. All right, this hand is pretty decent. If we hit our 3rd land, we're in major business in our 3rd and 4th land, and we're on the draw. So I'm happy to keep it. This is a classic hand where Gateway Plaza's not that good. In that's our 2-drop. Okay. Would we rather have... Yeah, let's play Wrangler. And if he plays nothing, we got a free attack in, and that's why we play that mountain instead of the plaza. That's basically nothing. Okay. I think I like developing the colorless land here. Sorry, the colorful land. And then we go Bloom Hulk and start having fun. Get him to trigger first. Proliferate. Now we have a 4/3. Do we offer the trade on, you know, evolution stage? He probably cares a lot about it. If he wants to proliferate, if he wants to trade, I'm like kind of down. At the same time, we're about to do some pretty gross stuff with this Wrangler. So I'm cool holding it back. And if we can untap without anything dying, yeah, our opponent might be in some hot doo-doo. He's probably going to drop a land, though, and make this a 5-4. But still a card he probably wants to keep around. But not too big that we could still squanch him. So we can band together. I kind of like that. Even though it's like the slower play, it guarantees like pressure off the table. Our opponent's at 10, and we still have some stacked plays coming up. Ooh, Jace's Triumph. Nice. Alright, so we played Domri. Once again, a slower play, but he can help Bloom Hulk like squanch the Aven Eternal, and yeah, we can get in for a lot. So that seems like the better play. Target creature you control, fights a creature I don't control, and then we attack for lethal. He has to chump block, and we even have ways to proliferate our Domri. And like, how can our opponent beat this? We even stumbled with the Gateway Plaza. Otherwise, we probably would have had like a Vivian's Grizzly or Courage and Crisis out. Okay, you can make it a 1-1 or a 2-1. But yeah, we're in a good commanding position here. Sure, we'll target the Trampler. And proliferate here. And now all of a sudden it's like, ooh, fight here and swing in for a lot. Get squanched. Goodbye. That was quick. Quick. Very proactive, which is great. We don't have a lot of cards that... this is definitely not a deck that really cares about its sideboard as much. So it's probably a good archetype to be playing, as opposed to, like, you know, if you're playing blue, turning things into 1/1s is really, really great against gods and stuff, and a card to consider playing. But like a best of one, it's not a good card. But we didn't really have to make that decision here. We just had a card like Kills Flyers when we were drafting that we could have taken. This is like the perfect Abysmal hand. That being said, Awakening the V2 Ghazi on 5, Wrangler and Pollen Bright Druid. This is keepable. We're going to take it against the T-Bone. Kiora on 3. Not much to do with it, but, you know, it helps our Mobilized District and all that jazz. We'll develop that now. Play our Squanch Wrangler. So it's such a sad Pollen Bright Druid when it's just a 2/2, but that's still a 2/2 for 2. Like, we've been drafting those since Magic came out and being happy. Ooh, we're all about Rioters. We down. Squanch for 4. Kira actually would help us develop V2 Ghazi earlier. So maybe we'll do that now. And then Kira untap Forest and play another Crunch Wrangler and pass turn. Next turn, we're at a spot where we can end of turn Awakening V2 Ghazi a Forest and get him good, I believe. If he sends in Mawu, we could just block with an 0/4. No reason to, my man. Unless you got Phyrexian mana stuff going on. Yeah. So we could do that, or we could Davriel, Pollen Bright Druid. I know you can't do end of turn. 4 or 5. So yeah, Awakening Vitu-Ghazi doesn't work end of turn because we need the mana on our turn and we need to use Cure to untap it. So it'd be a taps 9/9, or I could drop Davriel, use it, proliferate it. I think that's the slower burn, but developing Davriel is pretty great. And maybe you could even drain our opponent of answers for Awakening. And tap here. Pollen Bright. Proliferate. No, thank you. Yeah, Davriel is such a... I love the art. He seems like a cool character. He might be the next, like, Jace in terms of the character that everyone hates because he's, like, an edgy dude. But, cool card. Drains our opponent of cards. Very, it's not a mind rot. It's a lot better than that in terms of draft playability and all that. That Sunblade Angel is a pain in our butt. We do have a band together. If we had land number 5, though, we're golden. But yeah, I might just develop the Awakening, the Vitu-Ghazi. Did we double block? Feels bad, but I think we should. All right, so we Davriel our opponent before we forget. Ooh, okay. Drop another land that makes us hate our greedy mana strategy. So we could attack for 4 and then kill Sunblade during combat with Band Together, but that's not ideal. We can activate Mobilize District. This is the first strike. This is the first strike. Band Together. Oh, it only costs 2. So we can Mobilize District plus Band Together, and kill the Angel, swing in with the District. Or is it just YOLO Vitu-Ghazi time? I think I like the slow burn of life. And untap, Band Together. 1, 2 to kill that. And then swing 1, 2. And yeah, now, he's in a spot, takes 2 damage off Davriel. He probably is only going to cast 1 card this turn, but if he does cast 2, neither way, Davriel is going to be a threat for him. Robot Ryers can just be lethal if he doesn't leave any blockers and they hit a green source. Oh, this also gives haste. Either way, we have a lot going on. These lands do make me hate myself. However, it lets us do things like play Davriel and Domri in our mono green deck. So now at Davriel does have trample, so we can't save it. No blocks. Does he have vigilance? Oh, he does. What a good pup. We're good though. We are A-okay. Alright, dude. Call it quits. for I shall awake. V2Gazi. Alright. Salmon. We could have had a salmon. You just activate for the scry? No. Alright, New Horizons would... Wait, why does it cost 4? Oh, it costs 3. Okay. Alright, we go red, red, green. New Horizons. Targeting this swamp. And targeting Squanch Boy so he can get into the red zone. We're going to tap this for 2 green. Kiora, untap. And I'll make a mountain a 9/9. And now Rebel Belt Riders will be a 9/9, so he has to block it. And Crunch Wrangler, like, we'll just get through. Okay. No problem. He can... Does that have first strike? Oh, it does. Dude! You could have stopped the rioters, man. Could have saved the world. He could 10 me. But then he just loses. You done messed up, man. Mobilize District, come through, save the day. Because this doesn't have trample and this doesn't have trample. So we'll have 3 attackers though, and our smallest one will be a 3/3. Dude, this is Vigilance. What are you doing? Okay, our opponent just gave up. It's okay, dude. I feel like that sometimes as well. Neither way we won. Like, this game was undeniably, like, in our favor. Maybe we should have dropped the V2Gazi so much earlier. I really liked getting the value out of Davriel. -20. Eat it. Alright, on to match number 3, 4? I don't know. We're silver tier 4. Okay. 0 losses, 4 wins. And if we get 3 more wins, we're in the money. The big money. Toxic Needles. I too identify with being toxic. We'll drop this hand. This hand's good. Do we play the Pollen Bright? Turn 2. Of course. Of course we do. We don't get that greedy. I think we developed the Mobilized District sooner rather than later. Make a 2/2. Oh, shoot. No, I'm stupid. Oops. I got excited. Well, we'll still beat this kid. We just need to give him like a little handicap so he can, you know, he can feel like it's a challenge. Little does he know that... Gross. I'll just play New Horizons. Targeting a forest. Do you say forest or forest? Making this a 2/2. That should have been a 3/3. We'll see how much that matters. The answer is 100%. And cry. I'll offer the trade. We got nothing else going on. And yeah, he probably wanted to keep the mana for Paradise Druid anyway, so it wasn't really a trade that he'd be most likely interested in taking, considering, you know, mana dorks are generally super duper valuable creatures to keep on the board. 2, 4, 5. We go Wardstale, Crocodile, followed by Rebel Belt plus Domri. I think we're in for some good turns here. Jaya is going to kill Pollen Bright Druid and make me a sad boy. However, ooh, Bloom Hulk. Seems good. But yeah, we're going to squanch him for some good damage here. Challenger Troll. He is a grumpy troll. All right. Do our plans still stick? Squanch Wrangler. If we Domri minus kill troll, and like whatever we play, like it doesn't work out well because this isn't quite 2-for-1ing. We could protect Domri and all that. Domri would just basically end up trading with Jaya. We could Domri have this fight the Druid, send both of our dudes at Jaya. I like it. Whoa. Whoa, no. Oh my god, look at that mana tapping error, dude. That is so terrible. Okay. Target creature. Oh, this has hexproof too. I'm such a dum-dum. For that, I'll just do we even play the Wrangler? Oh, we do. We add green Bloom Hulk and submit 1. And now we offer the squanch hitting by setting this at Jaya. If he wants to trade, he can. If Jaya takes it, that's value. If he trades, that's fine. Man, so this is a rough game in terms of me being stupid, the client being stupid for tapping my, I have 2 red cards at hand, and it taps both my red sources of mana, like my forest with the New Horizons and the mountain, for Domri instead of, I really want to be able to play Domri plus Rubber Belt, but this plays okay. Cruelty does take care of it really well, though, which is upsetting. But hey, we'll move on. Stupid hexproof too. Forgot that's why this card's good. Well, this card actually would be good anyway. Like in Lorwyn draft, there's literally like Leaf Gilder was a 1 green for a 2/1 that taps for green, and that was a fine card to draft. Like you were kind of like happy to see one, and Paradise Druid is just better than that. Yeah. All right, so we'll go Riders plus Domri. And then Mobilize District into a nice Vigilant Boy. We'll send Rioters here. District. He probably has some like proliferating stuff. But I feel like I could give him 1 turn. This is a lot of damage to push. And then I'll play a Squanch Wrangler to block Domri. Yeah, Domri is a nice value machine going. Haven't quite gotten. We got some damage off of him and some mana, and yeah, we can get another fight out of him hopefully. All right, he's making a green. What's 7 mana? Is there anything that's 7 mana? Oh, that's a lot of mana. Gross. We have one too. I'm pretty sure Arena just gives you like Like, everyone gets the same draft, I'm pretty sure. Because I oftentimes see, like, the same exact rares that I come across during the draft in my opponent's decks. Alright, Domri gets squanched. We can squanch back for 4-7. Goes to 2. It's pretty sick. I like and squanch. Like this, yeah, the V2 Gazi hitting the Planeswalker, as much as, like, you know, and it's a big creature and it smacked the Planeswalker. Now I can just pressure his life total. Ooh, the Nurture is a good draw. Alright, so we could have 4 attackers, but we would definitely lose some stuff in the mix. Let's develop the Wrangler. Pass turn. Now I'll just hope he has, like, nothing, and we can... if he has nothing, we have lethal on board. But he literally can have... Yeah, like that already makes him okay. Because we need to outnumber him on creatures to be able to, like, kill him in one attack. Ooh, great draw. Good idea to draw. Got the wild Vivian Grizzly. I just remembered something trivial work that I forgot to do that now I have to make a note of doing. I hate work. I love work. I hate how it, like, I hate how much I love it, and because of that, even in my free time, I'm, like, always thinking about work. But it's, like, good, it's great work, you know, nonprofit work. It's very hard to not like it, considering you already went through the process of being like, I choose to not make a whole lot of money. So, like, you know, it's great work. It's just because you like it so much, you're more willing to, like, let it eat up all your time and energy because it's something you're passionate about, which is fantastic. There are a lot of people who have really, you know, jobs they hate. So, ooh, dude, Domri's Ambush, gross. I don't like you. We're back at square one, where we can push 2 damage through so far, unblocked. If we alpha'd, maybe he'll screw up. Maybe we could get some end of turn Grizzly value. Aw, dude. I'll eat that. Do you have nothing? Okay. Nope. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. So we can get our own V2 Gazi going. If that's the case, we could swing all our guys in, and he would take 4. We could awaken the V2 Gazi, and he would also take 4, and squanch some of the guys. But yeah, we can't. We shouldn't attack because he has some good blockers against our attackers. I might just wait and end of turn surprise him. Yeah. We had a nice surprise blocker with Awakening of V2 Gazi. I don't know if I would go head-to-head with his, though, because then if he has a combat trick, we straight up lose. Like, if he just sends it in, we could eat it and be dead to a proliferate effect from Jaya. Or we could chump block it. I don't know. Let's see if he sends it in. I'd be willing to maybe honestly, like... Oh, thank God he didn't put us through that decision. That would be very stressful. No land destruction, please. I will cry if that's the case. Being straight up with you. All right. Play a swamp. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 6 creatures. Yes, look at just hitting for 4. Yeah, I don't want to main phase activate the Grizzly in case I need the district to block. But end of turn, we can activate it twice. How big are your clackers, man? Okay. All right, Grizzly once. Take action. We get the Bloom Hulk. Number 2. Okay. Drop Bloom Hulk. Ooh, yeah, our guys get swole. Look at that. Look at that, those beefy boys. All right, it looks like we're about to have lethal here. We have 8 creatures with mobilized district. So if he has a fog effect though. But then you might as well just, I think any situation comes down to like, oh, if he has a fog effect, I just lose. But fog effects aren't good and limited, and I trust our opponent's good. And I'm actually not even sure if there is a fog effect in this set. So instead we'll go for a good old 3/6. 3, 2 guys would get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 guys. 2 of them would get in. But we could buff our smallest one to oh, these have trample too. Alright. Here's what we'll do. We'll mobilize district. And then we'll buff 1. Yeah, now our guys are ginormous. And all coming at you. And your delicious face, Mr. Needles. And pray for the best. I.e. nothing. Hope that you have nothing. While I re-at you. Wow, look at that. Look at that squanching 14 damage through that packed board. And now we grab the mighty Knight of Malice. Round 5 wins here. Only 2 more, and I can finally take that nap I really wanted. I've been super jet lagged lately. Kind of just came back from a very long trip abroad. Went to the motherland, and I've been waking up at like 2 a.m. ready to take on the day. This hand is Butte, but great 4 drops. I think this is... Are we on the draw? Oh, we were on the play. I'm inclined to mulligan this, honestly. We have nothing going on. This hand's a little better. We'll take the land. Maybe this should just be a forest. Yeah, let's play the Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler. And wrangle some stuff, man. We didn't get the 4-3 to go with him, surprisingly. So we played Domri. We developed the Domri. That seems like a good play. Doesn't matter. We're not using it. Get him for 3. We got the Fight Machine. Opponent's on Esper. Alright, if our opponent has nothing, and we don't draw land next turn, we don't play this, play Bloomhulk, make this into a 4-2, and squanch, and just get him. Cruelty. So mean. Alright. So I think I'm down to just make a mana. Drop. Drop a Bloomhulk or a Grid. I like developing the land here. Smash our opponent all the way. Okay, so we drop the Bloomhulk. Proliferate that, our fight man, and then use him. Target that, blow up that, get him for 3, and look at this. Everyone has so many more cards in hand, though. It's like that part's pretty terrifying. But if he's not going to draw a whole lot of lands, we're going to take advantage of that fairly well. We have a band together. Between band together and him fighting, and him having a very limited capacity as to how many cards he's able to play in a turn, like we're in good shape. It's pretty hard to lose this game at this point, but who knows? Is there a Wrath in this set? It's probably not at 4 mana if there is. No. Okay. Well, get squanched. Good game. And now we're on the final boss. Because we're good. And, yeah, we're 6-0. One more game, and we're in the gold. Like, flawless 7-0 victory. Check out my SoundCloud, and we'll get him good. We'll finish this boy off. And show him who's boss. Win some gems from all the gems that I blew for not drafting this set properly. Tragic Gadget. Yeah, I totally should get rid of that tap land for a forest, but this hand's great. Look at that. Crunch, Grizzly, Bloom, Croc. All these commons that just, what a curve. Happy to keep it. I probably drafted like 30 of these guys out so far. I ended up keep pulling Domri for some reason, and ending up in green-red without being disappointed for the most part, but I've had some pretty rough decks that maybe I shouldn't have ended up in green-red, but I picked the Domri. So, happy that I'm in mono green splash red and black. Play a Swamp. We'll send in our Crunch Wrangler. Drop a Grizzly. Next turn, we Bloomhulk. Ooh, Pollen Bright Druid. Nice. Nice. See, like, we can, like, take a turn off and get, like, the slower, grindier, more value play. But I'm down to just get some pressure, like, continue the pressure. And get, like, develop the Bloom Hulk sooner. If we had another 2-drop, I would probably do that plus Pollen Bright. And then Bloom Hulk the next turn. Let's have another counter to proliferate. Okay. What are we doing now? All right, I think we just get in there, and then make our decisions from there. Like we're it's not like we're not going to attack. All right. Sounds good. And we'll play the Croc. Now our opponent is staring down at 3 creatures. An extremely low life total. In this case, he doesn't really have any good blocks either. Yeah, I think he loses. He loses, right? No, he doesn't lose. But he has to block both of our guys and has no beneficial blocks. And I can make it so that he goes to 1. I don't really care about that though. But I'm down to spread the wealth, shall they say. So play that. I think I'm down to put a counter on the Druid itself. Yeah. And look at that. Look at that. Opponent's at 4-2. And we drop a 2-2. Let's cook the right one. Yeah. We can play on Bloom Hulk. Or on the Croc. On the Croc. Croc it up a notch, you know. And Mr. Tragic Gadget gets defeated by Mono Green Commons. 7-0 victory run. You know what we did? We picked a color. It turned out to be open. And we didn't go hard into red. We just rocked mono green commons. You know, super jet lagged. And the Dovriel splash, the Domri splash. It's been great, folks. We got a Bolas' Citadel from the pack. Pack 2, what are we getting? Let's huff that pack in for Casualties of War. So, yeah. Lesson of the day. Curves, man. The curves. We had so many Wranglers into 3 drops into Bloom Hulk. And, you know, Bloom Hulk's making Wranglers into 4/3s is fantastic. That curve is so explosive and deadly. When so many people are trying to do really grindy 3-color 16 Planeswalker, like, nah, this is fair beatdown deck that just squanches you, man. So anyway, this is the Mana Shark. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. And yeah, I hope to see you around on another time. I'm tired. Peace.